Introduction to Luke. Author Luke. Date written between 8058 and 70. Time span about 38 years. 5 BC through 8033. Title from the book's author Luke. Background. Luke is the longest and most thorough of the four Gospels. Luke, a Gentile physician, writes both this Gospel and the book of Acts to aid a new Christian named Theophilus. As a missionary companion of the Apostle Paul, Luke is able to present a detailed historical account of Jesus' life. Luke presents Jesus' humanity more than any of the other Gospels were written, probably in Caesarea, Caesarea, or Rome. To whom? To Theophilus specifically, Greeks in particular, and to all Gentiles in general. Content. Called the most beautiful book ever written, Luke begins by telling us about Jesus' parents, the birth of his cousin John the Baptist, Mary and Joseph's journey to Bethlehem, where Jesus is born in a manger, and the genealogy of Jesus through Joseph. Jesus' public ministry reveals his perfect compassion and forgiveness through the stories of the Good Samaritan, Luke chapter 10, the lost prodigal son, Luke chapter 15, and the rich man and Lazarus, Luke chapter 16. While many believe in Jesus' unprejudiced love that surpasses all human limits, many others challenge and oppose his claims. Jesus' followers are encouraged to count the cost of discipleship while his enemies seek his death on the cross. Finally, Jesus is betrayed, tried, sentenced, and crucified, but the grave cannot hold him. His resurrection assures the continuation of his ministry to seek and save the lost. Luke chapter 19, verse 10. After appearing on a number of occasions to his disciples, his Holy Spirit is promised and Christ ascends to the Father. Key words: Jesus and Son of Man. As God incarnate, Jesus is often referred to as the Son of Man. The genealogy of Jesus through Joseph is detailed, as are many other specifics of his human characteristics and life. Themes: Jesus understands our weakness, temptation, and other trials. Jesus came to save both the Jew and the Gentile. Jesus came to save both the outcast and accepted. Jesus came to save both poor and rich. Jesus came to save both adults and children. Jesus came to save both men and women. Jesus came to save both free and oppressed. Jesus came to save each and every one of us. Outline. Number 1, introduction, is found in Luke chapter 1, verses 1 through 4. Number 2, the birth and childhood of John the Baptist and Jesus is found in Luke chapter 1, verse 5 through Luke chapter 2, verse 52. Number 3, the ministry of John the Baptist is found in Luke chapter 3, verses 1 through 20. Number 4, Jesus' baptism, genealogy, and temptation is found in Luke chapter 3, verse 21 through Luke chapter 4, verse 13. Number 5, Jesus' teaching and healing ministry is found in Luke chapter 4, verse 14 through Luke chapter 9, verse 50. Number 6, Jesus' journey from Galilee to Jerusalem is found in Luke chapter 9, verse 51 through Luke chapter 19, verse 27. Number 7, Jesus' suffering and crucifixion is found in Luke chapter 19, verse 28 through Luke chapter 23, verse 49. And number 8, Jesus' burial, resurrection, and ascension is found in Luke chapter 23, verse 50 through Luke chapter 24, verse 53. May the Lord add a blessing to the introduction of the book of Luke.